Hey y'all, my name is Ella, and today I'm going to teach you about collisions. Let's get started.
So we're going to need something to collide with. We're going to go up and create a new node of type rigid body 2D. And we are going to add a sprite to this. We want to give our sprite a texture. Well, first, let's rename this. We're going to name it I, which is what we'll give it the texture of. And so we'll take our I from our assets and drag it over to the Inspector tab under Texture. We'll move it to the center of the screen. Make sure we grab everything when we move it to the center of the screen. And we'll notice this little yellow triangle icon, which is a node configuration warning telling us that we have a node that doesn't have any collision aspects to it. So we're going to add a collision shape 2D. We're going to click on I, right click and add a child node, and we'll find collision shape 2D. We want to make sure that it's the 2D collision shape. And we'll add that, and we'll see another little yellow triangle basically saying that this has no shape right now, that we need to add a shape. We will go over to our Inspector tab and see shape, that it is empty. We'll click on this and make a new circle shape since our eye is circle shaped. It'll be up in the corner. We'll make it a little bit bigger, drag it over, and fit it to our sprite shape. We want to make sure that it is similar to our sprite shape so that we don't get any funny business when we're playing our game and it looks like things didn't actually hit. So we're going to need something for this to collide into, but first we'll save this branch as a scene. I'm just going to name mine I collision scene, and now we're going to give it something to collide into. We're going to do this whole process again by finding a rigid body 2D, creating it. Make sure that it is under the main game, not under your last scene that you created. So we have this rigid body 2D. We'll rename this to a rock as our eye, and we'll be colliding with a rock. We're going to give this a sprite node and do the same thing we did with our eye, and we'll drag this rock texture over to the Inspector tab and grab everything and drag it to the center of our screen. So now we'll see the little yellow triangle is back off on this for our node configuration warning. But this time, instead of a shape, we're going to add a polygon since our rock has some angles to it. So collision polygon 2D. And again, the 2D element. So we'll create that. And when that's created, we're actually going to start clicking around our sprite, and you'll see this red line with blue and white nodes. And I'm just going to click around the shape of our rock here. And when it's done, it'll be filled in with our collision shape, and we'll save this branch as a scene, just like we did before. So now we need to make these collide into each other. I'm going to add some mass, some gravity, and linear directions, and we'll see what happens when they collide. Here I'm just setting the speed of the eye to go right. And for the rock, I'm making this big and heavy by changing the mass and weight. Making sure to change the gravity scale as well. A gravity scale of 0 will make sure that your objects don't fall. And we're going to make this 250. Realizing I messed up here, and we'll actually change this to negative 250. So the negative velocity will make the object go left on your screen, positive velocity will go right. And we'll see that the rock collides with the eye, and the eye floats off, and physics has taken its toll. So now you know how to do collisions. Thanks!